Hey, lovies. My escapades is going to get my Dunkin' butter pecan. That is. Like I said, don't judge me, judge yourself, okay? Anywho, I was thinking about something. I'm going to be very transparent, and a lot of people probably don't like that about me. Listen, I will talk about my sensitivities, my insecurities, my things that fear me, all that stuff, okay? So that's just who I am. Now, transparently, I'm going to say this. I hated my mom. I hated my mother, okay? And I harbored that hate for a very, very long time. But I hated my mother. I hated my mother. I hated my mother. My mother is still alive, but I had to grieve my mother in a sense of I had to grieve the part of myself that wanted a mother, and I also had to grieve the part that she just could never be the type of mom that I would want. Like I want to have, like the relationship and doing things together, talking on the phone and learning about menopause, and I don't have none of that. Everything that you see here is God created, self-made. Like literally, I raised myself in a sense and raised my brothers and a bunch of other people. But anywho, hated my mom. My mom is still alive, and so last year I posted a funny skit about that, talking about with my mom. I didn't post this part that I'm about to speak to you about now. I don't know if I want to post the whole recording. I don't know. But anyway, I told myself that my mom is still alive. She is an active addict. Being that she is still alive, I took it upon myself to go speak to her, like have a conversation, ask her questions, and tell her some of the things that I experienced. So I'm going to try to shorten this up real quick. I said to her, why you didn't take us with you? Why would you leave us in a place where you know because of what happened to you? Why would you leave us there? Maybe if you would have took us, you know what I mean? Like if you would have took me and my brother, like maybe if you would have took us, you wouldn't have been doing drugs. Maybe we would have stopped you from hitting a pizzy. You know what I mean? Like maybe that would have happened. Also took the time out to try to talk to her about some things and really find out what happened to her. But that's going to be more at the end of the video, because that's where, like, it was just, okay. So I say to her, like, why you didn't take us? Like, she said, you know what, baby? I thought about taking you. But I also thought about that there was this guy, this W guy that wanted a younger girl. And I thought about going to get you so I could bring you to him. She's saying this, there was no empathy, no compassion. It was like nothing. It was just like, yeah, I thought about, taking y'all, but I also thought about, there was going to be men that wanted young girls. And I thought about going to get you from grandma to give you to them. She said, but I didn't do it, but I know that I would have gave you to somebody. So I didn't come get you because I knew I would have sold you. This was last year we had this conversation. Okay. Now, as we're talking, and like, there was nothing I could say. Like, I was done after that. Like, done. Like, for me, growing up, I was like, listen, I'd rather deal with the crack. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather deal with the crack, my mom being a crackhead, than me dealing with what I experienced. Okay? That totally changed my whole perspective. I say that to say this. So many we all have been children at some point in time. And as children, we always think that what we think of should have been a better idea based off what we experienced. And trust me, that can be true. But in my particular situation, I there was nothing I could say, and I was just like, I took that. Now I started digging a little deeper. I found out that my mother has been bipolar and schizophrenic ever since after she had me at 15, 16, had my brother at 13, some shit. So she was bipolar schizophrenic ever since she was like 18, 19 years old. My mother has never taken any type of medication. Now, me being that the fact that in my field of work in case management, I have clients that deal with mental health disorders, also dealing with addictions of all the kinds. Okay, I've seen clients come in, detox, start their psych meds, and they come back. It's not perfect, and trust me, that whole process of changing is not. Y'all think you have no idea. Have you never experienced her? You have no idea. Okay, but Coco, stop. See, every time I get excited, she get it. But anyway, I'm on focus. Bottom line is, so I know what exactly in as far as being in the going from having a client come straight in, detoxing, overdose, whatever, all these things, self-harm, all these things. But I know that with the medication, I've seen them like some of my, like these girls, when I tell you, scholars. And that really makes me think about the mind. Like sometimes you can be so smart that people just think that but we're not going to go there. Anyway, so I know that people can't come back from that. So I'm getting deeper with it, right? I'm like, first of all, my first question was, other than like, when did you start your, white drug thing? Like, was I in the belly of the beast? You know what I'm saying? I know certain things, but did you start, hitting the pussy when you was with me? Or when did, I was in your stomach, like, when did it start happening? She started telling me how she got, strung out on drugs. She started telling me certain things. And once she got to a certain point, she snapped. Now, again, me working with, different types of people is a look in a person's eye that have mental illnesses, whatever you want to call them. To me, and this is just like, I know what the book says, but to me, and this is me dealing with them all day, 24 hours a day, being raised in it, all that stuff. Psychologically, and I'm no doctor, this is just me, our brains are able to create worlds for us. Our brains are be able to hide stuff from us, meaning if you experience some sort of trauma, sometimes your brain will put that shit so far in the back of your mind that you won't remember it, but subconsciously in the physical world, you're acting out in a certain way. Okay? But again, when I tell you, I saw the look in her eye and she went left. That was me bringing her too close to reality. Sometimes you be trying to get information out of people. Some people are not there yet to be equipped to handle those emotions. And my mother, no meds. I ain't giving her no crack. This shit was about to go left and I already know what time it is. So this is what happened. I said, what happened? Like, then she started telling me some things. And then once she got to like 19, her whole face, she said, this is why the fuck I don't want to fucking be here. I want to fucking die. I just want to fucking, like, once I hit that place where her brain, say what you want about me, think what you want to yourself, doctors, whatever, okay? I know what I see. And I know that her eyes, the pupils just started, there was about to be no white, and I was about to bring her to the place. Now, I didn't have no PRNs on me. I don't know. I can't just give my mom no meds. I ain't no doctor. I don't know. But she ain't getting no liquor out of me, and she ain't getting no crack. Because if I get her the liquor is going to start to crack. So I just can't. Now, I'm like, whoa, stop. Ma, stop. Look at me. I love you. I love you. Look at me right here, right now. We here right now. Stop. Like I have to stop her. If you don't snap them right, they will go to a place. They will go to a place that's safe for them with the people. Their imaginary, their people are in their head. I gave my people's names. But anyway, with the people that they created to protect them in that time of space that you were in your life. That person can be listen, you out in the streets now, I gotta be a street mom. Like, you gotta create. There's versions of yourself that were created throughout your life, even some past life, but we focus here. That you had to embody to become. Same thing like people say alter ego, Sasha Fierce. You have to embody this type of mind state so that you can survive. Okay, that you can survive. On side note, that's what I think what happened with the Joker, the one that, unalived himself or whatever. He got too deep in that character, and that character ignited a character inside of him and said, oh, let's play. Shadow has emerged, and yeah, it's real. Like, y'all, like all y'all people out there, y'all really get me sick. Oh my God, I don't have no issues. I don't got mommy issues. I don't got no daddy issues. I don't got no childhood trauma. I don't got none of this. Okay, y'all don't got none of that. Fine. Skip to the next video. Okay, y'all perfect. No issues, no lifetime, none of that shit. You don't got no issues. Carry the fuck on over there. This is not the place. This is the place where we figure the shit out. We got to be real to heal. Okay? Don't judge me. Judge yourself. Now listen. She snapped. And I had to bring her back. Now, I've been trained on this from a child, and I got some tools under my belt, some degrees. Listen, stop. Listen, focus. We here. I love you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not none of that. I'm grown. I could figure this out, whatever. Like, I had to bring her back. I say that again to say this. Especially the younger generation, and I have an adult child. No, excuse me. My son is my child, but he's also an adult. And when I was his age, even though I had a kid and certain things, but we all think we know what's best. We all think that we know. I believe that it doesn't matter what somebody could tell you, which can be their truth, if it's not resonating with you or something that you want to hear or something that'll make you feel better or change the dynamic or whatever, we technically really don't want to hear it. But that's false, because everybody is their own individual universe. Everybody is their own individual world. Look it up. Okay? Don't judge me, judge yourself. Now, and everybody has that right. You have the right to create whatever type of relationship you want. You have the right to create whatever type of life you want. Just because I don't fuck with you, that don't mean that it's necessarily wrong. It's just not for me. But again, we all think we know. I want to meet one kid in the world that said their parent did absolutely everything that they agreed to, and my parent was the best. Listen, my son, I only beat his ass like freaking 2 times, and he swear I abused him all his life. Like, so I say that, like, y'all can, you like, just be mindful, and the things that you say that you don't have no issues with, or you don't, life is gonna bring it to you, and you're gonna feel it. And I also know that us trying to save our kids or save our partners or save people from experiencing things, that shit don't work. It takes physical experience. You need to feel this. I felt it. And that day last year was the day that I let go of hate for my mother. Do me and my mother have a relationship? No, we do not. Do she call me sometimes? Yes, she does. She know when not to call me. I don't call me with that sound. If y'all ever been around, they got that sound. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me with that. Don't like, that they all know that certain things don't come over to Malika's space with it, because I'm just like, you gonna come over here thinking it's a problem, then we gonna go into therapy and end up having church. I'm not sure, but it's not gonna be what you think it is. It's not gonna be that. I'm not negatively based, meaning my dominating characteristic is not malicious intent, is not power, is not none of that. I just want y'all I'm just trying to figure that. I used to be like, okay, I just want people to live their life and be great. No, I gotta figure this shit out for my motherfucking self. So I'm like, whatever y'all got, I don't know, but that's my story. Hopefully it helps somebody. At the end of the day, like, even if my son watch it, I'm blessed. Even if my niece watch it, when she needs to watch all my, like this knowledge that we putting out, our children's children, grandchildren, everybody gonna be able to see this. So when I'm like 90, you know what I'm saying? I want to look at, just play all my videos. You know what I'm saying? It may sound a little narcissistic, I want to look at me so I could, like, just in case I don't remember, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all play all my dance, like all my, all that. Just play all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it always been, if I could assist, I'm not at the point, I don't even need you to like me. I don't even need you to validate me. Just fucking heal. Let's not keep this generational cycle of fucking trauma within family, your children, friendships, all this shit. And I'm about to end it right here. My thing is, and they be like, you so mean, and you gonna be by yourself. No problem, because every time I love some, y'all, like, family fuck me over, friends fuck me over. So to me, at the end of the day, it's like, what point of it is to have these type of people, even relationships, they're able to fuck you over, or if they have malicious type of intent, like, I don't know. For me, it's just certain things, like, it's not for me. But anyway, yeah, y'all that's just my story. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to end it, but end it the way that I always do. Don't judge me, judge yourself. Hopefully something will trigger. I'm not perfect. I'm just making better choices in my life. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all. Since 1981. That's all I've been trying to do all my life. But that's all I gotta say. Later. Love you. Bye.